Nothing. I was in the other room and cleaned out a speaker. Um, I picked it up. Oh, she's on the floor right here. And she's frog legging. I needed to cut a hole in the bottom of one of the shelves in order to run a power cord up through it, and so I did that. And in order to do that, I needed to take two of the speakers down, and also so I could see where the outlet was, you know, see where I needed to drill the hole and everything, right? And when I took one of them down, it sounded like it was full of, like, I don't know, crumbs of some kind, right? So I figured, you know, since the speaker has these two big ports on the front, I don't know where these speakers were kept, before I bought them. Maybe a mouse or something got inside there and made a nest or whatever. So I took the speaker off and looked inside, and yeah, it looked like nest material, so I vacuumed all that stuff out, and then it turned out that the horn that was inside the monitor was disconnected, and also um, somebody else had gotten into that speaker before, because there was like wing nuts on the, connecting wires and stuff. It's like they didn't want to bother soldering things, So, like, to get the speaker out, what they did is they just cut the wires, and then before they put the speaker back in, they connected the two wires like these two, wire nuts, and they weren't small enough to actually, uh, seat well. So, what I did is I just took the wire nuts off and took off the two little leads that were coming off of the speaker, right? And I just clipped them, and then with the whatever, I soldered back on, and reconnected the horn, because that's what I was noticed was actually disconnected in there. And but yeah, nobody was saying anything. Croc stopped talking a minute ago. Um, but you know, there would be people coming in here, of course, sometimes up to, 10, 15 people or whatever. Nobody would say anything. And what's really funny is, like, I'd be going in and out of the room, you know, and I would come back into the room, and there'd be a lot of people, like, just, I don't know, I guess just looking at the room, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as I got in there, they would all just leave real fast. It's like, oh, yeah, I want to look at a room, but not with someone in it. I don't. It was just kind of funny, dude. But it kept happening, because I was having to go over into the shop side and then back into the other room, and but it was continually happening. Am I an anti-fascist? Um, I don't like fascism, but I've noticed that the people that ask these types of questions, um, they they don't really know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they call things fascism that aren't. I'm not saying you're one of those people. I'm just saying that is very common. Like, I've heard people that are like, um, like, they'll say like there'll be like a disagreement or something over whatever, you know, let's say which sausage is delicious and which one isn't, you know. And whoever, someone might call someone a fascist in that disagreement. You know, completely stupid scenario, made up, but you get what I'm saying. I don't know. I guess he has nothing to say. Yeah. Yeah. Weird times. But yeah, basically what's happening now, you know, like we had, I don't know, what was it, 6 or 8 people in here, and then, you know, it's just you talking. You know, that's what's been happening. You know. Or, you know, someone will come in and they'll, you know, attempt some sort of rage bait question, or, you know, some sort of attempted, you know, some statement that's attempted, an attempt to divide. You know, let me ask this question so I can put you in this camp. You hate spending time with me. But after, you know, doing these lives for even this short amount of time that I've been doing it, I've noticed that there's certain words that you can say that just clear them out. You know, you can say certain words and it'll just clear out the kids because they're so damn sensitive. We lost 2. They're like, I might say some words. Look out, words are coming. You know, yeah, I think we're overdue for some hard times. And you get that stuff too. Can you do a backflip on a trampoline? Not off the ground. Yeah. Um, well, why don't I wait till you get here and then you can come with, and then we'll go out to dinner or something. Can I get a trampoline? Yeah, let me get right on that. You know, I've noticed no adults want to see other people do backflips. You know, this is like, I don't even think people that are like even 15 want to see that. I think that they're over that. Oh, there you go. Bruh. There goes the classic bruh. You know what you should start saying instead of bruh? Is brazier. I think that'd be so cool if the kids started saying, yeah, no, we know. That's why she said, why do people under 15 say bruh? That puts you in that category. Like as soon as somebody says bruh, we know they can't be this old. They've got to be this age or younger. Dude, babe, think about it. There's going to come a time when these little kids, like there's going to be adults that say bruh at some point. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how adults say dude now, like our age, like people say dude. Like there's going to be like adults that say bruh. Can you not wait till that shit happens? I mean, right. Like there's different lingos and I don't even know if what you'd want to call it because it's not exactly like what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, babe. Well, I'll see you when I get home, I guess. Since we're going to be crossing paths. Mm. Okay. What do you want? Huh? It is not time yet. Okay, so you just need to wait. You gotta wait till 5. Okay. Vernacular. That's the word I was thinking of. Vernacular. Hmm. Hey.
Look up.
Oh, hi. What's up? Just messing around on the bass guitar. Thousands. I couldn't put a number on it. A lot of money. Yeah, this bass is over 2,000. That's just the bass. All right, what's up, Acid? A little bit. I'm not a professional. You know, I didn't go to school for it. The only type of I'm self-taught. Um, I'm doing good, man. Hey, I don't remember, Acid. Were we gonna hook up on Instagram? I don't remember. Um, because somebody sent me a friend request on Instagram, and it was something Acid. I didn't uh, approve it or whatever because I get them. You know, I get friend requests, and often, and I don't just approve everybody. Yeah, that's who it was. Is that you? Okay, okay. Right on. Well, I'll approve it then, because that's in a list of friend requests. Yeah, I don't. You know, I had nothing on there for a long time. You know, and my wife was like, you know, put up some pictures of us. You know, so people know that you're married. I was like, okay, whatever. You know, but I was just using it to like, I don't know, watch stupid videos, kind of like I do with YouTube and stuff. You know, just watch stupid videos. I did that with YouTube forever before I ever even made videos. I just used it to watch videos. You know, but Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's on this channel or whatever, there's a little snippet of some of our music, but it's not the highest quality. We hadn't really dialed in the mixer yet, and we've actually since then added an additional guitar player. This is a brand new band. We don't even have a singer yet. There's no name. Um, so we're we're just getting things going with this band, and just letting you know, our music is not um, uh, popular music. We're not trying to become popular. We're not trying to become famous. Yeah, we've thought of a few names, but that is like once you pick a name, you know, that's your name, and people are gonna associate you with that name, and it takes it's something you really got to think about. You know, but yeah, you can check it out if you want. There's a little snippet on there of some of our stuff. Um, but like I said, there's been improvements since then with the audio, and fingernail soup. And yeah, it sounds tasty. Um, and in addition to us, messing with the audio, there's been uh, uh, right. There's been uh, an a member added. You know, yeah, I don't want to be associated with fingernail soup. If somebody like saw fingernail soup, they'd be like, "Is this band a joke?" You know, like these guys can't be serious. Their name is Fingernail Soup. Like, what a bunch of clown shoes. I'm not gonna buy that album or ever go watch them. Nevis Blue. Um, that sounds kind of cool. Do you know what Nevis is? In fact, let me look that up real quick. So I got yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, it's spawn spelled backwards, but a nevus, what it actually is a mole or a on your skin. And there's different types of nevus. Like there's a nevus spiloris. Yeah, no. Oh, nevus. Well, I wrote out nevus, and I wrote out that word, and it gave me the word for another one. Huh, that's weird. I wrote that out, and it gave me the nevus, which is kind of weird because that's not what I wrote. See, look. I wrote that, and then it wrote that. And I figured since I wrote that, I wouldn't have to read that word, you know. But whatever, it don't matter. Nevis blue. Nevis blue. I'll get rid of definition. Solo interview with Nevis Blue, female junkie, silent statue, hole in my life, unmastered. I've known a few female junkies. Okay, I'm guessing this is you. Yeah, it is. It's got the same little thing there. Right on, that's cool, man. It's cool that you're doing stuff. Well, Acid, now that I know that that's you, I will, I'll approve your stuff. I'm just really cautious. I don't just follow anybody or let anybody follow me, but I'll find you in that list of, people requesting me, and I'll approve you. There's always some dumb girl or some fake account or whatever, trying to follow me. Yeah, trolls or whatever they are, It's my favorite band would have to be Tool. And I couldn't tell you what my favorite song by them is. They have so many that are just masterpieces, in my opinion. I really like the song Right Into. Like as if you were to cut something into, cut it right into. You'll see me on TV one day. Right on. That's what a lot of people hope. Poor man's poison. I don't know. I'll just leave this on here. But if you want to hear something, I can play something real quick from our stuff. You might lose audio for a second because I'm going to plug it in through the phone, so it's going to stop using the phone's microphone here. But we we'll see. hook up the interface here. It'll take a second there. All right, can you hear me? Check, mic check. And you might still be hearing me through the phone, so we got to do a little check here. Find out if you're hearing it through this guy, or if you're hearing it through this. Like, do you hear me tapping the phone? You shouldn't hear me tapping the phone. If you do, then there's a problem. It's through the mic. Okay, I'll bust out something real quick. I gotta leave pretty soon. I gotta go play some music somewhere. Yeah, it sounds better with drums and guitar. Yeah, man, I need to get out of here. I gotta drive out of here and get to this place and do all the stuff and things. So, thanks for stopping by. I'll approve that, and you know, you know. But yeah, man, thanks for stopping by. It's cool. I dig it. Um, I'll talk to you later. All right, man. Keep it real.